them.
So what about all the ones we see, the guys who they got the multiple wives, but and they all live under the same roof? What is that? I mean, he was like, well, they seem to be happy to me. Have you ever seen all these men, the men with the wives? They all live together. They all seem to be happy. I said, I don't see what you see. I don't see that.
Well,
I don't see
he's
what
dealing. He's speaking of a culture. First of all, Mormonism is a culture that believes in self-sufficiency. It's kind of akin to the Black Panther movement in some sense of the understanding of taking care of your own, educating your own. And so you notice a lot of Mormon individuals, they Mormon communities have their own schools for just their own
yeah,
communities, or they do homeschooling if they don't live within a Mormon community. A lot of those individuals believe in self-sufficiency. So your women are more docile in nature because they're more submissive than in that culture, because in that religion of Mormonism, that's your role as a woman. Your role as a woman is to teach the kids, to cook the food. The role of a man is to go out, make sure he has a house over their head, make sure everybody is taken care of, food in the refrigerator and on the table. These are cultural roles within their religious belief and sector. So if I grow up a Mormon as a female, I'm indoctrinated to believe that certain kind of concept. But when you have Keisha, who wasn't born as a Mormon, and you come to her and you say, hey, Keisha, listen, I think I should have not just you, but I should have somebody else. Keisha not gonna be so quick to be like, yo, wait a minute now, I'm gonna let Siobhan come live here too. No, you're not gonna have the kind of peace that Mormon individual gonna have, and you haven't. That's not happening because Keisha wasn't raised in that environment. Siobhan wasn't raised in that environment, and I'm telling you, you take both of them to Red Lobster, you will never be invited back. It's gonna be a problem on your hands. I don't care if you can't afford the bill. It's gonna be a problem because they are not built and made that way. You can't ask somebody, you can't ask a fish to be a dog. It just wasn't created like that, and it's not fair to that woman who don't want to share. She don't want to share, and she shouldn't be made to. That's not how she was created. It's not how she was made. And so you got to understand, I'm not a Mormon. I'm not a Mormon. I'm married to a strong black woman, and I
yeah.
promise you, I can't live with two of her. I really can't. I love my wife. Lord knows I do. I told her the other day, if you needed my heart, I will give it to you. That's how much I love you. With no hesitation, I lay down on the gurney, say, hey, take it and give it to her, because that's how much I love her. But I can't live with two of her. I just couldn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lord knows I can't. I cannot live with two of Andrea Fights. I can't. No, one of y'all got to be submissive. One of y'all, this right here, and first of all, and all that. Nah, I can't. I get it from one side, get it from the other side. Listen, y'all can have the house. I'm going. I'm going to an apartment. I got to go. I can't stay here. No. No. Then they look at what you do for other one. Well, you smile different when you see her. Well, wait a minute now. Hold on. I'm smiling not. It ain't the same smile. I saw how you was looking at her over there. No, this is too much. This is too much. I can't take all of this. And then you got kids by some and kids by the other. And then now you got to buy J's for all these kids. No, I'm not built that way. I don't have that kind of money in my pockets, in my hands. And then all of them want to take a school field trip. You got to pay for all of them to
Oh,
go, send them to
yeah,
daycare. All this too
yeah.
much. Entirely too much. It's cheaper to just have one. I know they say cheaper to keep it, but it's cheaper to have one. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you out here with two and three women calling yourself a pimp. I'm a pimp. I'm a personal instructor of many people. I'm a pastor. That's the closest to a pimp I'm ever gonna get. I am not gonna have all these women. That is virtually impossible. I don't see how many. It's exhausted. It is exhausting.
They had two women and ain't got no money.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how a woman want to be with a man who ain't got nothing. Dr. White just said he explained that. He said if a man want to have two women, you got to do exactly the same thing for one that you do for the other. You can, and that's what I'm saying. These men want this talking about the Bible said I can have multiple women. Man, you can't even take care of one.
You can't take care of yourself.
Yeah, and talking having more than one woman.
Look, and they all love me. They can't be without me. You ain't got nothing.
Now,
I got a partner. I got a partner right now. He got a couple of women. You know, he called me about a couple of days, about a couple of weeks ago. He called me. He says, car in the shop. He need to borrow a couple of dollars to get his car at the shop. I said, well, why don't you call one of them women you got to help you get your car at the shop? Man, listen, how you can't even keep your car on the road, but you got all these women? Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Now, don't get me wrong now. I know I got some listeners out there that's going to be mad at what I'm about to say. They got to be real mad at what I'm about to say. And give them my email, L, so they don't be sending you to hate me an email. Tell them to send them to me. But I want to tell you guys that's true. The greatest player in my whole entire life is my Uncle Matt. I'm sorry. I don't know if my uncle listening right now. My Uncle Matt had more legal trouble than he knew how to get out of. But he got him a white woman. And boy, she got him an attorney. She got his license back. She cleaned up his credit. And then he dumped her. I'm telling you, boy, my uncle. My Uncle Ruthless, boy, I'm telling you. He said, these women ain't going to use me. I'm going to use them. I'm telling you. And let me empower these women real quick. Y'all stop bailing these men out. I'm sorry. Y'all stop. I know ain't too many good ones out there, but if you always got to keep his car running, always got to feed him, or always got to bail him out of jail, listen, there's somebody else out there that ain't causing you all this trouble. Find you somebody else. I love my uncle and all. I do. I love him. I love him. Lord knows I do. But leave him alone. If you in Arizona, leave Matt Foster alone. I'm telling you, leave him. Look, they put him on a milk carton. You know what I'm saying? Leave that man alone. Please. I done said my uncle's name on the radio. He gonna see it when he find out. If my mama listening today, don't tell Matt I said this. Don't tell Matt. That's her brother. That's her brother.
Oh my
God. I'm telling you, y'all stop. Y'all, I don't know how some of these women be attracting these men. I don't understand. I don't get it. Like they meeting a lot of these men now. The clubs ain't even open no more because the COVID. So they finding them online. What does your profile say that you're attracting these jokers? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
Oh Jesus!
I don't understand. Y'all stop cleaning these men credit up so they can leave you. Stop it.
No, he didn't get his credit clean, and then he dumped.
He had the nerve to have that woman at my house some years ago.
Like they were gonna be married.
Yeah, and there that woman. So my wife and I host the family for Christmas every year. Every year, the day before Christmas, we have a big Christmas dinner at our house. My mom, my dad, and so this particular year, my uncle came to go visit my mama. You know what I'm saying? So they were there. So my mom didn't tell me that he was in town. All I know is the doorbell ring. I go to the door, open up the door, and hear my Uncle Matt. I'm like, yo, and this white woman. Okay, now I got to tell my wife who in the kitchen, hey, we got 2 extra guests. And by the way, this is my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And he just telling me how good she is and how he done bought her a car and how he doing all of this. The next time I talked to my uncle, it probably wasn't even Valentine's Day. That February, the following year, it wasn't even Valentine's Day. And he was like, oh man, I left her. I thought she was good to you. Yeah, she did everything I needed, man. Now I got to move on. You know what I'm saying?
See, if that woman find him, and do something to him, don't wonder why.
Right, don't wonder why. Right.
Oh, don't worry. She on a long list of fools. I'm telling you, she ain't the only one. She wasn't the first. I promise you, she ain't gonna be the last. He probably with somebody right now, just cleaning up some problems that he done caused and created. I'm telling you, he done lived everywhere in the United States. Now he over there in Arizona. Now he over in Arizona, and Last time I called him, I said, "What's up, Matt?" He's like, "I'm your uncle, ain't I? I'm Uncle Matt." I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. I'm disrespectful. I should have gave you your proper title.
Oh my God.
You are my uncle. Lord knows you are. But I'm praying for you. I'm seriously praying for you.
Uncle Mac is the proverbial Rolling Stone, ain't he?
I'm telling you. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. He got the greatest Mac game I have ever seen in my life. I don't know where he find these women at, but they must be online. I don't know, Christian Mingle, Match, eHarmony. I don't know where he finding them, but
he must got some heck of game. He got some good conversation.
There ain't no conversation. I'm telling you now. We come from a long line of penile active individuals in our family. I can tell you what got these women running to him. I can tell you right now. He come from a long line of them. Y'all know how y'all get, penile-matized. You know what I'm saying? You fall in love. Say, "Woo, girl."
And I ain't never had that good that no. It ain't
come
never.
On now.
No.
Hey, you running out in the rain, talking about where you going?
No, absolutely not. No. And look, if I followed you outside, it's because I was trying to knock your brains out.
He apologized.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah,
bought roses by the dozen and candy by the pound. And you be like,
Look, I'm my sister out there. No, that would be my sister and her husband. She got all many roses. The chocolate cake, she said, I don't want no more damn roses. I don't want no more teddy bears. I don't want no more none of that.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of old school Macs out here.
Well, you know what? Some people say I'd rather have that than nothing. They say I'd rather have that than nothing. But
see, there you go. See, there you got a lot of women will fall for stuff like that. A lot of women will fall for him being with another woman because you know what? Hey, I can't find nothing better than what I got.
Where does that attitude come from? It's just you just have one bad man after another. So when you get one that you think is sort of okay, you like, I'd rather have this than nothing.
Yeah.
If I had to share, I would be alone.
People don't want to be alone in this world.
I'm not sharing. And if I end up sharing, it's because I didn't know. But I'm not gonna willingly share nothing. Not a man. No, Lord. No.
Come on now. I mean, all these television shows, all these movies, and they talk about, oh, she knew about this one, she knew about that, she knew he was doing this, and she knew that, and he done died, and she know about all these other kids and family he got that he was trying to keep secret. You know, why ain't say nothing when he was alive? Why they just live in that knowing that?
Because he didn't want to go to jail. You know, right? Monogamy is that's the thing, right? Polygamy is against the law.
Hey,
so no, that's why he kept them kids a secret.
Well, look, if she know that he got all this going on, why she stay with him?
I don't know, because I don't know why women do that. I don't understand it. I'm just saying, you couldn't be that lonely. You couldn't be that in need for as you like to say, for penile gratification. You couldn't be that lonely that you just accept anything.
Well, see,
I have no respect for a woman who just when you know that. Look, okay, I ain't gonna put my. I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna get.
Don't you go there?
But see, what we gotta understand though, if until the woman stands up and say enough is enough, I'm not dealing with this. It's not gonna stop the mentality and culture. As long as there are women out there that is okay with him being with other women, as long as he come home to her at night.
No, baby.
It's gonna continue to feed into this that it's okay for men. Now, most women out there say, well, it's not a woman's responsibility to be able to get a man to do right. He should want to do right. I get that. I get that. A man ought to do right. I ain't saying he shouldn't. But what I am saying is when he don't, you shouldn't have to tolerate it either.
I agree with that.
As long as you tolerate it, what he gonna say? I'm sorry because he got caught.